digital learners, this is Raymond Alvarez, or also known as XY Alvarez. In this video, I'll be giving you tips to memorize some terminologies in science. Because as a science teacher, many students have memory problems. Students who have deficits in the storage or retrieval of information from long-term memory, they cannot recall what they have learned or what they have studied in the classroom or inside the classroom. So in this video, it will help you to memorize some terminologies in science by using a device. You will find out later what device that I'm going to use to memorize some terminologies in science. Please listen attentively. Welcome back to XY Lecture 101. In this video, I will be sharing or I will be giving tips to memorize some terminologies in science. Because many students have difficulty in memorizing some terminologies in science. And always remember that not all students are fast learners. We're going to start our discussion with two questions. Question number 1, how many cells does a human have? Again, how many cells does a human have? So, a human body contains approximately 37.2 trillions of cells. Again, 37.2 trillions of cells. Question number 2, this is the basic questions, but most of my students cannot answer it easily. So, question number 2, what is science? So science have different definitions, and also it depends to the branch of science. So science is a systematized, organized body of knowledge that based on facts, principles which can be proven or tested. So those are our questions. Okay, now for you to able to memorize some terminologies in science, especially if you are preparing for long test, recitation, examinations, please, you can use mnemonic device. Again, you can use mnemonic device to help you to memorize some terminologies or terms. So what is mnemonic device? So according to Wikipedia, mnemonic device is a learning technique that helps information retention or retrieval in the human memory. So it will help you to memorize some terminologies and it will retain in your long-term memory. You know guys, that's the reason if we are going to learn something but we did not apply it, it will what? It will retain to our short-term memory. But then if you learn something and then you apply, it will retain to the long-term memory. So let's start with it. Okay, let's start number 1. Sipaan Jan Pex. Again, Sipaan Jan Pex. So Sipaan Jan Pex is a mnemonics for tectonic plates. Do you still remember the two types of tectonic plates? So we have primary tectonic plates and secondary tectonic plates. Okay. let me enumerate those things. So our primary tectonic plates are the following. Sipaan. So South American plate, Eurasian plate, African plate, Pacific plate, Antarctic plate, what is the Australian plate, and North American plate. So those are the primary tectonic plates. And then what about the secondary tectonic plates? So secondary tectonic plates are the following. Jan pecs rather. So J stand for 1 Difuca plate, A stand for Arabian plate, N stand for Nazca plate, and then P stand for Philippine plate, I stand for Indian plate, C stand for Caribbean plate, another C stands for Cocos plate, and the last one, S, stand for Scotia plate. So, just remember the mnemonics Sipaan, Jan pecs, and then you can memorize the 15 tectonic plates in the world. And then it contains primary and secondary tectonic plates. Okay, number 2, we have Amok Oo Poco EcoBio. Again, Amok Oo Poco EcoBio. So what is that mnemonics? So that mnemonics is for biological levels of organization, from simple to complex. So let me enumerate those things. Okay, A stands for atom, M stands for molecules, O stands for organelles, C stands for cells, T stands for tissue, O stands for organ, another O stands for organ system, another O stands for organism. And then PO or PO is for population, CO or CO for community, eco for ecosystem, and bio for biosphere. So, it helps you a lot. It helps you a lot in memorizing some terminologies in science. I swear it. Again, Amok Oo Poco EcoBio. So those are the biological levels of organism. Biological level of organization. Okay, another one we have murder links. Okay, murder links. So earlier we mentioned the organ system in biological levels of organization. We mentioned the organ system. So how many organ systems do we have in our body or in human body? So we have 11 organ systems. So those are murder links. So what is murder links? So M for muscular, U for urinary, R for reproductive, D for digestive, E for endocrine, R for respiratory, L for lymphatic system, I for integumentary system, integumentary system, N for nervous system, and C stands for circulatory system or cardiovascular system. system. And last is the S, the skeletal system. So these are the 11 systems. And you know guys, every time I ask my students what are the 11 organ systems in our body, they can't remember it. They are going to say 20, 7, 5. But if you are going to use mnemonic device, it easily to memorize some terminologies. Okay, number 3 we have another one. We have Do King Philip came over for good spaghetti. Do King Philip came over for good spaghetti. So what is that mnemonics? Or what is that mnemonics for? So that mnemonic is for classification of organism. Do you still remember the classification of organism? So I will going to explain. So again, Do King Philip came over for good spaghetti. So do for domain, and then king for kingdom, Philip for pylon, C for came for class, over for order, and then for family, good for genus, and the last one, spaghetti for species. So those are the classification of organisms. So what is the scientific of human? Again, what is the scientific of human? So I'm gonna explain. So human belong to domain of eukarya. Yes, we are belong to eukarya or eukaryotic cells because we have true nucleus. And then human belong to what kingdom? Okay, we are belong to animal kingdom. And then another one, we are belong to phylum chordata. Phylum chordata, or we have backbone. And then next, we are belong to what class? We are belong to class Mammalia. And then next to class, we are belong to what order? Primate. And then next, we are belong to the family of Hominidae. 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 That is the proper pronunciation. Hominidae. And then we are belong to the genus of Homo, and we are belong to the species of sapiens. That's the reason the scientific name for human is Homo sapiens, from genus and species. Always remember that in naming organisms or plants and animals, you are just getting the genus and the species. Okay, we're done with classification of organisms. Another one we have and then the last one is to touch and feel very giant volcano. Aha! Again. To touch and feel very giant volcano. Aha! So what is that? So that is for 12 cranial nerves. So 12 cranial nerves are the main organs in peripheral nervous system. So I'm going to enumerate them. So, O stands for olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, and hypoglossal. So those are the 12 cranial nerves. Again, I will repeat. Olfactory, optic, oculomotor, trochlear, trigeminal, abducens, facial, vestibulocochlear, glossopharyngeal, vagus, accessory, and the last one is hypoglossal. So those are the 12 cranial nerves. Okay, we have discussed the following mnemonics. Number 1, Sipaan Janfex for tectonic plates for primary and secondary tectonic plates. Second one, we have Amok Oo Poko EcoBio for biological levels of organization. The third one, we have murder links for 11 organ systems in human body. And number 4 is Do King Philip came over for good spaghetti rather, for classification of organism. And the last one is to touch and fell over a giant volcano, Again, to touch and fell over a giant volcano, for 12 cranial. That's for all for today. I hope you learned something. And then if you want to suggest another topic, please comment below. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be notified for the next video. You know guys, I would like to share why I did or why I do vlogging. So the reason why, because I would like to extend my responsibilities as a teacher. And then I believe that it is the best avenue to share my knowledge to all students out there, even though not students or somebody who wants to.
Are you all my
Are very welcome